The perfect woman is now the perfect weapon.
Oh.
A madman is holding the world hostage for $1 billion.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Chaos and violence rule the streets. Enter Robo-Chick.
Thank God.
A computerized, humanoid, intelligent clone. That's the chick. An unstoppable killing machine packed into one of the hottest bodies around. The ultimate crime fighter, she's faster than a laser beam, more powerful than an atom bomb, and able to wipe out 10 men with a single blast from her ion-shooting orbs.
I wonder what that could mean!
The challenge, can this bodacious bombshell wipe out the bad guys, save the world, fall in love, and get her hair done all in the same day?
Oh no!
So this is a over the course of one day movie, like Dazed and Confused. Or, it keeps going, there's so many things going on in this film.
Oh God.
Or, will the vicious scum take over the earth and get all of the great-looking babes?
Oh my God, let's go watch this fucking movie.
Holy shit.
It's cold out here and we could be watching Robo-Chick.
The fuck?
Is it trying to do a RoboCop thing?
Maybe?
So that's the associate producer right there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks.
That's both the associate producers.
Oh.
Damn, dog!
That was a boob joke. They're not even trying anymore.
Oh, beer makes everything better.
They have just given up. We got 10 minutes to shoot this scene.
Yeah.
We don't need choreography. Just walk up to them and
Slightly push them away.
slightly push them out of the shot.
Amazing superpowers. Amazing superpowers.
Over and over again.
Alien seed. They invaded the planet and violated our women.
Oh no!
Can the alien invasion be stopped? Question mark, exclamation point. From an ancient prophecy to an alien conception. The future of the world lies with an unborn child. Mary Jordan, an innocent 18-year-old student, finds herself unexplainably impregnated after being drunk. No, wait. After a mysterious 11-hour disappearance in the country. Investigations uncover a complex alien scheme to deliver a messiah to save the Earth from mankind's corruption. This is the Abyss. MJ-12, a secret government agency studying UFOs, wants to kidnap Mary and control the child for their own purposes. Well, duh. But Dr. Stone, Eric Estrada, wants the child dead at any cost.
So Eric Estrada is the protagonist, but he wants to kill a child?
Yeah!
Okay, I'm on board for that.
All right, when Mary turns up brutally murdered, spoilers, her sister Lisa vows revenge only to find herself the new target for the alien conception.
This sounds horribly complicated.
I think we're gonna get a lot of aliens raping chicks
Oh.
in this movie, and Eric Estrada's teeth.
Alien seed.
Let's go. What are you still doing out here?
Give me the, no wait!
Ooh, ooh.
What?
Watch out.
Oh my.
Watch out. Watch out, planet.
It's impregnating the planet.
Oh!
It is.
It's pregnant with the title.
It's adorable.
That is adorable.
Oh my god, somebody pulled up next to me.
Let's do it again!
I guess I should get off these main roads.
Go to the middle of nowhere.
Just in the city.
She's just in the city.
It's no Mitchell, but it's pretty good.
Wait, they stopped because they hit some empty cardboard boxes?
That was the end of the
I'm
chase.
surprised
And
their car didn't
he
blow
got
up.
on the freeway. Going 55.
Exactly.
He was going way
Now
too fast.
We can't go over the speed limit now.
This is Yor, the hunter from the future. Although he looks like a barbarian from the past. In a primitive land of huge lumbering reptiles, fierce cave dwellers, and ancient mystery, Yor, the mighty warrior, sets out on a quest to learn the truth of his own identity. This spectacular fantasy adventure takes place in a time warp where the past and the future mysteriously collide.
Well, that explains everything.
Yeah, blending Stone Age brawn with dazzling technology. Dazzling.
Dazzling.
Yor, played by Red Brown, has mastered his primitive planet, but somehow he knows he does not belong. The only clue to these fleeting memories of another time and place in his gold... What?
What?
The only clue to his fleeting memories of another time and place is his gold medallion, a burnished bronze symbol of heaven's fire.
Is it bronze or gold?
It's bronze.
But it's gold.
Oh yeah, Roa, the priestess in the Forbidden Lands,
I love them Forbidden Lads.
tells Yor that this is going on forever.
Oh my god.
Tells Yor that his answers lie in a fleeting island across the sea.
Ah!
A land where time and technology are paradoxically reversed.
What?
Haven't they already explained this to us?
No, it happens again.
It happens again? There, the secret of Yor's ancestry. Fuck this, I'm cold. Let's go in.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Mom killed it.
just killed it.
Oh, my God. Yeah! That's awesome.
Yours apparently somewhere nearby. We haven't established that.
What if he just said, "You're fucked"?
Oh no, what has he done to that stick?
Well, we have the scan of his penis.
So now we will 3D print replicas.
Here, hit this graph cracker.
I'll make a fortune selling dildos.
That's what we do here in the future. We sell dildos.
Welcome to today's,
Gonna.
Yes.
Story is boring me.
Well, he rambled on.
It looks like they're gangbanging someone.
I have placed thermonuclear devices in 12 locations and set them to go off in intervals.
Is the joke that he's doing this in front of cops?
Yes, that's the joke.
That is the joke.
Oh yeah, Burt Ward is in this movie.
Yeah.
Because Burt Ward needed to pay his rent that month.
Jay, our audience was born in 1999. Who is Burt Ward?
Burt Ward was the original Robin.
In the 1960s Batman.
In the 1960s Batman.
The original television actor Robin.
People know who Burt Ward is.
No, no one knows who Burt Ward is by name.
No one knows who Burt Ward is because Burt Ward isn't a person.
Guys, what did Batman say to Robin before they got in the car?
What?
Get in the car.
Where do you come up with these jokes?
I got my writers.
Yeah, what did you done?
I done good.
Fuck, that's so hard.
Our third film of the evening is called Yor, Hunter from the Future, who's from the past.
The title is kind of a spoiler by itself.
Yeah, a great classic 80s cover. Rich, tell us about Yor.
Well, for one, you're never going to see these amazing spaceships. Somebody called that. I don't remember who, but it was a good call.
I think that was Jay. Was it you?
That was you? Okay. Yor is about a bunch of people who run around in loincloths, and some of them are painted purple. And then they fight Skeletor. Here, back to you, Mike.
The Emperor Vader.
Emperor Vader.
Emperor Vader.
Emperor Vader Skeletor.
And his Spaceballs minions.
Skelevator?
Yeah.
Emperor Skelevator.
If you want to talk about a hodgepodge of ideas, this is Conan the Barbarian meets Star Wars meets
He-Man.
Most of the ideas are relatively low budget, run around in the wilderness.
But the thing is, they clearly had a budget. They made a couple really cool dinosaur props that Yor had to chop in the head.
He had to awkwardly stab all the paper mache monsters.
Yeah, and
those dinosaurs were great.
Oh yeah,
they were really
that was the
fun.
best part.
Yeah. They were really fun. They had, a couple opticals. They had, a bunch of extras. They could hire a bunch of Turkish and/or Italian extras.
It's okay. It's a fine movie. It's not terrible, but it's no Beastmaster. But then they go to the other village where he rescues the children, and then the father gifts one of his daughters to Yor, who instantly wants to fuck Yor.
Yeah.
Tarita and the little ones are my children. According to our custom, Tarita's life now belongs to you. She will be your mate.
Take me with you, stranger.
Wow.
Now I gotta kill someone else.
Movies need to tell us things, and that's the problem with these three movies.
Well,
is they don't tell
this
us all
movie
these
in
things.
particular, I think, did tell us things, but we were too busy talking about stupid stuff.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Because the movie stops dead in its tracks to explain things. There's the part when Emperor Skeletor is just going on and on about his plan, and they're like,
was that the shot where he's walking around him in a circle?
That was a different movie.
that was Alien Seed, Mike.
Whatever. They're all the same to me now.
Well, point is they make dildos out of yours, Dick, and then he... Jackie Rogers Jr. Stops all the Spaceballs drones.
Yeah.
And Emperor Skeletor tries to make it to press this button and fails because he's been stabbed by a candy cane. and then they fly off in the spaceship to fix the world or some shit. The end.
Well, they ended on the cliffhanger. They were so invested in the Yor saga that they thought they'd be making sequels to this.
They did.
The Yor lore?
The Yor lore. Yeah, I wonder if in the other books, if Yor is also constantly getting cock-blocked by monsters.
Every time Yor wants to fuck
I just want to
somebody.
fuck this lady. Oh, fuck, there's a Tyrannosaurus? Yor is entertaining. I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah.
There were elements that were very fun.
Yeah.
And again, it seemed like it could have been like a sword and sorcery epic, but for family viewing, because no nudity, not much violence.
Yeah.
A plot that you could sort of follow. You could, if your kid is sort of burgeoning sci-fi interest, fantasy interest, you could show them that, and then probably get them some, Robert Jordan novels or something like that, where it's like, this is how you start it. Fine.
Our next film is Conan the Barbarian, a touching coming-of-age tale about a young boy learning to deal with the death of his parents by hitting other people with a giant sword. Over the years, he becomes a man and learns that he doesn't always have to hit people with a giant sword, just most of the time. Mike, what did you think of Conan the Barbarian?
I was thoroughly entertained by Conan the Barbarian in a barbarian sort of way. It is possibly the worst film I've ever seen. In screenplay terms.
Yes.
It's the most simplistic screenplay I think I've ever witnessed on screen. Conan was also the best comedy I've seen all summer.
Yes.
And I've seen a few comedies this summer, but that was the one that had the most genuine laughs from me.
I laughed harder and more often in this movie than anything in a long time.
Yeah. Our friend Rich Evans saw the film with us, and if you know Rich Evans and you know his laugh, you can imagine what the screening was like.
Luckily, we were the only ones in the theater,
Yes.
so it would have been tough to try and stifle the laughter in this film.
Yeah, when it started, I was just like, please God, don't let anyone else come in this theater. And thankfully, no one showed up.
Yeah.
This is the summer, of course.
Yeah.
So theaters should be completely empty. You're doing a great job, Hollywood. So the film opens with Morgan Freeman reading ridiculous narration.
Yeah. Well, first of all, if you have Morgan Freeman doing your voiceover, that's like something they would do in a parody movie.
Right.
Like immediately, you're like, Morgan Freeman?
Like an old Mel Brooks like fantasy, like Men in Tights.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Once upon a time in the land of. So it opens like that, and there's maps, and they're talking about fantasy lands of something, and they're like,
it's long and convoluted.
it's long and it just immediately lost me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care. When does Conan hit someone with a sword? and it just starts, and it takes itself kind of seriously throughout the first part.
Yeah.
Until you see Ron Perlman in a gigantic beard. And he reminded me of Will Forte as the Falconer in Saturday Night Live. It came off as a comedy beard.
Yes.
Like I've been shipwrecked on this island my whole life, comedy beard. And so he started laughing immediately. And there's a ridiculously stupid battle that opens the film. Conan's mother is going into labor on the battlefield.
For whatever reason, they let the pregnant woman, 9 months pregnant woman, go onto the battlefield to fight.
She's on the battlefield. She's like, I'm having a baby. so Ron Perlman comes out and he performs a C-section operation with a knife in under 2 seconds without even looking.
Yeah, he's looking in her eyes the entire time, and he just goes...
Takes a knife, and then he pulls a rubber baby out in the same shot. And the theater was just filled with laughter by the three of us. The rubber baby's going like this with its arms, and then he lifts it up in the air. And remind you, we're in the middle of the battle.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He takes the time to hold the baby up in the air and go, "This is Conan!"
You could probably do a drinking game with this movie for how many times people put things up in the air and yell.
Yes.
So, considering that there's seems to be no end in sight to remakes, what would you like to see remade?
I would love to see a remake of Beaches with Bette Midler. Except this time, Barbara Hershey should be played by Anne Hathaway. But Anne Hathaway will have much more cancer, and it'll be CGI cancer. And then when they're on the beach, and the sun is setting, and she's about to die, she explodes. And Bette Midler won't do the theme song. No wind beneath my wings crap for this movie. The theme song will be done by Kesha, and it'll be called "I'm sorry you can't go out to the club with me because you died of cancer." I'm sorry you can't go out to the club tonight because you died of cancer. I'm crunk. I'm glad I don't have the cancer. I'm glad I didn't die of cancer. Cancer rhymes with Prancer, who was one of Saint Santa's reindeers.
Oh, you gotta talk about your favorite scene in the movie.
Oh my God. Zat shows up on the shore, and I think he gets stabbed or shot. He gets injured.
Yeah.
And so Zat needs to go to the pharmacy. It's one of the best scenes I would say, in motion picture history.
It's 30 seconds of pure cinematic bliss.
Yeah.
Well, Colin, are you a fan of spoof movies?
Who isn't a fan of spoof movies?
So you love like Date Movie.
Who are those guys, by the way?
Friedberg and Seltzer.
Shameless assholes.
But see, they're funny because it's like, did you see a trailer for a movie? Then you're gonna get that reference when you see their movie.
Well, the good thing is that those types of movies, they're never dated.
Yeah! What? Okay!
You know, the sad thing is those guys are millionaires.
You know who isn't a millionaire? The Zuckers.
No.
I saw David Zucker at a deli in Milwaukee.
What was he?
He asked if I would pay for his meal.
I thought he was working behind the counter.
He was washing dishes. Well,
hilarious.
Roger Ebert once, I don't know if it was Naked Gun, maybe Naked Gun or Naked Gun 2, Roger Ebert described their style of comedy as you laugh at every joke twice. You laugh at it once at the joke, and then again at yourself for laughing at something so stupid.
Exactly, yeah.
Those bikes!
It's like, it's almost the guilty pleasure, but
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, oh man, I can't believe
Well,
I laughed
it's
at that.
so dumb, but it's what I always call smart dumb.
Yeah,
where it's
they're
like you can
clever.
tell there was a lot of thought put into that joke.
Yeah.
As opposed to the date movies where it's
They're not even jokes.
They're not even jokes.
Those are
They're-
just references, and
Yeah.
that's it.
And that's why Top Secret is their secret masterpiece, because
Yeah, I kinda
this
love it.
movie is so dense with jokes.
They get this great intro where it's like, well, first of all, it opens with Omar Sharif, who I can't believe is in this movie. This is kind of amazing.
Who's in? Is he Dr. Zhivago?
Dr. Zhivago and Lawrence of Arabia.
Yes, that's right.
So you've got this like heavy hitter actor who's known for all these amazing, like, you know, Oscar-winning movies.
Well, that's another important thing to point out is the casting of these movies, which is they cast real actors, they cast dramatic actors, which of course the most famous of those would be Leslie Nielsen. They put him in Airplane and The Naked Gun, but before that he was a dramatic actor. Because their stuff is so deadpan, and that's why the jokes, as stupid as they are, they almost feel more dignified by the fact that they're, you know, lines coming from the mouths of these real people.
Delivery has to be perfect.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean?
They never play it up too much as goofy.
There's no winking at the
and
camera.
you can see that in other movies that cast Leslie Nielsen based on like the success of Naked Gun.
That was like a sort of magical discovery that, you know, he could sort of do that type of acting, like the comedy acting, and that really, like, that was the whole renaissance of his career.
As soon as Nordberg is better, he's welcome back at Police Squad. Unless he's a drooling vegetable. But I think that's only common sense.
But you look at some of those movies that weren't made by the Zuckers that cast him, where they have him making goofy faces and they're playing it up too much. And
they don't know how to use them.
Exactly, yeah. They don't know, just play it straight.
Yeah.
Act like there isn't a joke, and that becomes the joke. I wanted to mention there's a couple different types of gags in this movie, and one of them, there's a lot of perspective gags. But then there's also like the multiple like boot related gags.
Oh, which are fantastic. By the way.
there's the one of the German officer
it's
is
like
sitting,
the general, and then he's like sitting up on his desk with his legs crossed, reading a book.
You break him tomorrow.
And then there's the giant telephone one.
As dumb as a lot of the jokes are, there's a lot of them that really rely on you to have an understanding of filmmaking to even get. And that's the most prominent one, which is perspective. Like, it looks like, the phone is just big because it's in the foreground, but then he goes and he picks up, it's just a giant phone.
There's even like little things like at the very beginning when the sort of German messenger comes and he comes into the German high command to deliver the message that Leonard Bernstein, and he sort of takes off his helmet, but it's like the chin strap is just part of his, I don't know, it's still on his face.
Yeah, and that's the other category. That leads into the other category, which is jokes that are so visually weird that they become surrealism. A lot of writers would write something like, oh, this is a funny joke, and then they move on to the next bit. But here it's like they come up with a funny joke and then they build on it.
It's like layers and...
Like when Omar Sharif, he gets crushed in one of those like car compactor things.
Yeah, they sort of realize he's a spy, and then they have like
they try to kill him.
Big magnet, and they put him in a car crusher.
And then he shows up at the hotel of our female protagonist.
These little legs.
With these little legs.
And he's sort of stumbling around. And then you're like, this is Omar Sharif.
So that by itself is funny, but then on top of that, he's trying to relay information to...
He says, oh, the plans are in the glove compartment. And she's trying to reach for it.
Here it is.
And then from there, they meet up with the French resistance, and they sort of break Michael Gough out of this prison, which that whole scene, the prison break scene, is so fantastic. It has a lot of great gags. I think one we mentioned earlier was the Pinto gag. Talking about like dated jokes.
That's the big one.
I think it's hilarious.
It's funny if you get it.
If you get it. And that was because the Ford Pinto had an infamously bad design. I think the gas tank was in the back, and you can Google it. There's videos on YouTube. So anytime a Ford Pinto was rear-ended, it would just fucking explode into flames.
But that's one where like a modern audience,
they're not going to get that.
They're not going to get that.
Yeah.
But
it's still kind of funny. It kind of works as a gag, even if you don't know the Ford Pinto. But it's like, ding.
I suppose, yeah.
Whatever.
Just that minimal impact causes such a huge explosion.
Yeah, at that time, it was like a kind of big scandal. The leader of the resistance turns out to be he's a spy. He's been selling out the resistance. So him and Val Kilmer are fighting on this truck. And this is probably like the best scene.
Well, this is where, I mean, you could have them underwater fist fighting, and that's a gag.
Yeah.
But then it just keeps building on top of that to the point where it is an entire like Old West bar fight.
Bar fight underwater. Keeps showing more and more of this environment, and it's like a table of card players, and then falling chandelier and the whole bar. And
there is still that weird like Dogville-esque, like they're in an empty void where it's like he punches him through a window, but it is just a floating window.
Yeah,
there's no wall.
There's no wall. It's not a complete environment.
Yeah.
But it's just whatever they need to.
Right.
The first tape is
Blackstreet Boys.
I'm done. I'm done.
What's the Blackstreet Boys?
Learn how to dance.
Ding 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 ding.
That's not what you cut to after you say that. So is this supposed to be like, whoever's watching this, they're under the assumption that you know who these people are?
No, this is a tape introducing themselves.
But they're doing a bad job of it.
They're doing their best.
This is, they do their comedy shows,
Yeah.
and they sell their tapes afterwards.
I think this is more for getting gigs.
Pay $1,500 to $2,000 a week. No topless dancing. So that means clothes on? Yeah. All that money you get with your clothes on. I don't know if it's a mistype or something, but we can go check it out. We gotta check that out. Let's go see. Let's go check it out. All right, let's go.
See, I don't know if this is like a skit in context with the video.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
A clip from a short film they did years ago, or what it is.
Okay, this way.
I think they paid a homeless guy to hold up a sign for them.
Yeah, he's a real homeless guy.
Yeah. I think that is a real homeless guy.
Don Beveridge customization seminar.
What's the year?
From 1998.
Now, is it about beverages or?
I think his name is just Beveridge.
Is it about customized beverages? I'm really confused. All right, Rich.
Why?
It's time to watch Don Beveridge's customization seminar.
We almost watched Crips today. We could have been watching Crips right now.
Quit complaining. 3 hours and 42 minutes.
said, Michael, whatever you want to do with this episode. And he went out of his way. He said he wanted to make us suffer. It's just like he wanted to take everyone else down with him. This is Mike's 9/11.
So I don't know what the issue is here. I don't know why you need to talk about it for 3 days. Clean it up. Watch.
Watch.
Told you I was consulting at Burger King for a long time, okay? I dropped that in just for this presentation for one. I went out, for crying out loud. We've been on all the members of the restaurant. I said, sir, do you know we spent $42 million? Yeah. Do you know that people are pouring through that damn restaurant? I said, yeah. Do you know that 70% of the time the Whoppers serve cold? Yeah. Tell the crew to push the Whopper button.
Tell the crew to push the Whopper button. You got a Whopper button. You gotta push it, or else your Whopper's cold.
This is Don Beveridge.
This is Don Beveridge.
You gotta push the Whopper button. That's a T-shirt. You gotta push the Whopper button.
That's a great idea. I'm gonna put that in a T-shirt. We'll sell it with the Whoppers.
You got to be proactively going. By the way, I'll never forget Manny Garcia.
Almost forgot it. Almost forgot it.
That was a system malfunction.
It's like a robot malfunction.
Yeah.
I'll never forget.
You rebooted.
Don Beveridge, world's first secret android.
90% of all their printed literature dealing what they perceive to be decay or a deficiency of knowledge. No company has ever gone...
DKEY minus the sum value of X multiplied by FUBU. Remember that, FUBU.
Planning for this highly organized ice spectacular begins...
They're looking for sponsors.
Yeah. It should be hosted by Don Beveridge.
Sanitary facilities.
Sanitary facilities.
SMPST.
Concession stand.
Oh, it keeps going.
SMPTVCBBSIYT.
Take that home with you. Get your name on a toilet. Get your name on some Band-Aids.
The national reputation of this event, the media attention it generates, the enthusiasm of the townspeople, and the throngs of people attracted by the unique nature of this outstanding ice spectacular make it particularly valuable to sponsors like you. At the professional level, prizes include cash, tools, and trips. A grand prize is awarded to the first place winner. The student and professional competitors also select a car.
That's staged.
And a cash prize is awarded. The awards are presented.
That's staged.
They should show them like dining outdoors with the snow. The whole thing have to be outdoors.
As the ice spectacular continues to grow, it attracts nationally and internationally renowned ice sculptors. You can be a part of what has become an international event. We are now, officially, the Plymouth International Ice Spectacular.
It says it was canceled a year later.
Oh, I think that's the end now.
Do you know that's what Daisy Ridley did before Star Wars? She was like a dead cadaver. So moving on, the next tape that we watched in this horrible failure nightmare experience was Don Beveridge, 5/1/98, customerization seminar. Is that a word? That must be a word. I trust Don Beveridge. He's a man of confidence, that Don Beveridge. He's a fucking lunatic.
He's a confidence man, is what you're saying?
He's a confidence man.
Yes.
But Rich, tell us about Don Beveridge.
Don Beveridge is, I'm not sure if he's a con man or a weirdo. He's both.
He's both.
He's some kind of corporate shill guy who does nonsense motivational speaking for like low-level managers for coffee franchises.
Yeah. Yes, he's a very passionate man.
And if you go back to that operation and execute and implement and apply QS, C&F, you own the damn market. QS quality, service, cleanliness, and friendliness. That is the business. And you can get all
and he exudes friendliness.
You gotta be friendly!
God,
You're gonna be successful, you're not friendly, you stupid motherfucker!
Tell those assholes to clean it up!
Push the Whopper button, for fuck's sake!
He looks so friendly there.
You cannot sustain a competitive advantage in product or price. And the businesses that fail, and the people that fail.
Is like a doctor gonna like walk in front of the screen and start talking about the symptoms of some kind of cognitive disorder? These are the signs.
Some new benefit and some new bagel and some new ice cream.
Don Beveridge's disease.
Or what if this is like a social experiment where they get these people in to watch this seminar and then they just have this guy rant about nonsense to see how long it takes them to figure it out?
Yeah. But for the past 30 years, no one has figured it out and have been taking his advice, so they're just making notes still.
And he's somehow become the world's leading business expert.
You're on your way out of business.
What is
Yeah! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Bagels!
Why does he keep talking about bagels?
Ladies and gentlemen, the third identity is also you. It is Clark Kent. Tell me something. In what city does Clark Kent live? Come on. Metropolis. Thank God, my friends. Haagen-Dazs said Gotham City. Ladies and gentlemen, one day the bankers are banking, the tellers are telling, and two hooded crooks come running into the bank. They go bang, bang, bang. Teller dies underneath the table. President dies underneath the table. Crooks go bang, bang, bang. As soon as the crooks leave with the money, President comes out underneath the table. He picks up the telephone. Naturally, living in Metropolis, who does he call? Superman. Clark Kent, Clark Kent. They're robbing the bank. They're robbing the bank.
What? Why would you call Clark Kent?
Over here, mild-mannered reporter Clark Kent picks up the telephone. He says, Clark Kent here. He said, they're robbing the bank. They're robbing the bank. He says, I'll see if I can get a hold of Superman. He dashes into the nearest telephone. That's not how it works. He's got this big red S.
He's not a comic book expert.
No, apparently not.
I want to know where this analogy goes, though.
Big red S, and he's got them silly-looking blue tights. Now you know it's Superman because he's sitting in front of the open window, flies out the window, see the crooks running down the street, runs the crooks, goes bang, 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 knocks the hell out of the crooks, puts them in jail. Tell me something. What are the police in that town doing? They're eating donuts. Very good. Very good. Hopefully.
What's he getting at?
That's what I'm waiting for.
They're doing it in Krispy Kreme. They're eating donuts. Ladies and gentlemen, take it home with you. Ladies, you understand? Supermen destroy businesses. Supermen destroy people. This is the management.
What is he fucking talking about?
Okay, so number one, why are they calling Clark Kent
a mild-mannered
news reporter about this problem?
Right.
I really thought the analogy was going to be that when you're the employee, you have to have like two distinct personalities that you put on for different situations, right? Like you can't be the Clark Kent when you're doing the discipline. You got to be Superman when you do the discipline. But other times you got to be the Clark Kent, the mild-mannered. But no, he just wanted some rambling thing about how Superman was making lazy cops.
Cops are eating the donuts.
They're busy eating the donuts.
I said, why? He said, we spent $42 million. The people are pouring through the damn restaurant. And we found out we got 3 major problems. I said, my God, what are they? He said, number one, 70% of the time the Whopper is served cold. I said, you are? Yeah. He said, I'm going to bring in all the members of the managers of the
There's too many people. Don't cook the Whoppers.
Don't push the Whopper button. But boss, you said to keep the store clean. I've been keeping the store clean. No one's.
Sometimes you gotta be a policeman.
Sometimes you gotta be Superman.
Execute. Take the Whoppers out of the freezer. Execute.
Rule number one in business. How does the customer see you? And my friend, if the answer is ice cream.
Don Beveridge.
Don Beveridge. Sounds like it's like a character on The Simpsons or something.
Yeah. or The Office or Parks and Rec or some kind of TV show like Don. It's Don Beveridge.
But the funny part is, whatever that character would be on any of those shows would be Don Beveridge.
That's true.
This is him. He's real.
He's beautiful. And he knows all the motions. He knows what a motivational speaker is supposed to sound like.
Well, this is the thing, is like now we've established that we think the movie's bad. We've enjoyed it over the years. This is the point where we would normally say, so let's talk about the story. But I have no idea what the fuck this movie's about. It's a cop movie, and that's it.
I think I know what it's about.
Your head's gonna twist all the way around.
You should be like a politician with that guy. I think I'm gonna pass that bill.
I want it done today. You understand? I want it done today. I want that motherfucker killed today. Now, today.
What?
Yo, Don Carlo. It's a message from Peskin.
He shot himself.
Who's shooting who?
He starts shooting his gun. He shoots one of the mobsters. The gun stops. One of the assassination targets takes out his gun, fires it, and then shoots himself in the chest. And then they never showed the other guy shooting again.
The gunman is done shooting at that point and started running away.
He fires his gun and then shoots himself. And whether or not that was a really unfortunate ricochet, or or just terrible editing.
He bought those Australian bullets.
Boomerang! He did it. He did it. He made a successful joke. The Australian bullets. It's really good, Rich. It's really good. Okay.
Baby likes his flower.
Yeah. Maybe don't leave all this in.
Like, that's an outtake, right?
Yeah.
That is clearly an outtake.
He's method acting.
Oh, it just kicked in.
Those blanks were loud enough. It roused the neighbors out of their slumber. They didn't even bother to put on their shirts. No,
They just wanted to come out and see what their neighbors were filming.
Jesus Christ. I guess you can't get anything right, huh?
I love you, Chris.
Well, the neighbors are watching.
Hey, what are you doing? You got a camera?
What are you shooting for?
I used to think it was something more, but I realized it's
Staring.
the same as they are.
Doing something with a camera over there.
Hey, Vinny, look over there. They got camera.
Look, another one came.
Yeah, they're multiplying.
A hot summer in New Jersey that year. Just a bunch of shirtless dudes in the background staring at your production.
They're multiplying.
To be fair, it's a big deal. Cameras are out. They had a reflecting board that you can clearly see blowing in the wind.
Yeah, the wind keeps knocking it out, so the face keeps getting illuminated and then not.
And so if you're a looky-loo and you see like a big old deal happen, you want to go out and poke your head out.
Tagline: in Vietnam, he was the best. He still is.
Do you think this movie might have been influenced by Rambo? Oh my God! Look at that.
Knife dick.
He's got a knife dick. I don't think that's intentional, but.
Well, we don't know who this is. Mike Denton has been called the most perfect killer ever by someone. He earned the title in Vietnam, and now he'll have to prove it again. But this time, Denton has only his bare hands for weapons. He's up against not only a fully outfitted army of bloodthirsty mercenaries, but also the very man who taught him all he knows.
Oh my God! This is nothing like Rambo.
I've already got real problems with this illustration now because I've been told he only has his hands. And yet, gun, knife dick, shorts,
mullet.
A mullet.
Oh, holy shit!
They really needed to give you some background on this fucker.
Yeah. Who is this guy? Why is he so
He's
crazy?
just action hero. He knows how to do this all because he's action hero. Man.
Maybe there will be some later. Oh my God! Look out, guys! He's got a stick.
And I hit him with a small fine. Off I go. Oh yeah, no hit nobody. You know, make work for the locals. The locals spend the money in town.
Hey, let's give all the dialogue to this guy.
Freeze!
Whoa, she threw the nunchucks. That's not how nunchucks work.
But it worked! It worked!
Yeah.
I don't care if that's not how you're supposed to use them, that worked!
Taryn, we need to figure out what just happened. Let's unload and hit the jacuzzi.
Miami Connection.
I'm very excited about this one.
Oh my. The year is 1987. Motorcycle ninjas tighten their grip on Florida's narcotics trade, viciously annihilating anyone who dares move in on their turf. Multinational martial arts rock band Dragon Sound
Whoa.
have had enough. and embark on a roundhouse wreck wave of crime-crushing justice. This is brilliant.
So basically what you're saying is this is going to be the best movie ever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. When not chasing beach bunnies or performing their hit song Against the Ninja. Mark, played by Kung Fu Master inspirational speaker Y.K. Kim, and the boys are kicking and chopping at the drug world's smelliest underbelly.
Sure.
I love this. It'll take every ounce of their blood and courage, but Dragon Sound can't stop until they've completely destroyed the dealers, the drunk bikers, the kill-crazy ninjas, the middle-aged thugs, the stupid cocaine, and the entire Miami connection.
Yay! If he was hiding in there, how did he know if someone came by? Oh! And he thinks it's hysterical.
It's kind of funny.
So they're a kung fu band fighting a biker band, being pursued by the girlfriend's brother's drug lord ninja friend,
who I'm sure are also in a band.
Who are also in the ninja band. Deadly Prey, I mean, I guess it's easy to describe because there's not much in the way of plot. I don't really know quite what the plot was. There's these military guys, they're in the woods and they're training. And they're funded by a rich white man for some reason that we never find out.
Played by a robot.
I'm a businessman, Hogan, not a fool.
Actortron 5000. Generic evil businessman program running.
Run. You're gonna die.
Yeah! Again! Are we gonna hear You're Gonna Die in every movie we ever watch now?
Now, he should hide, like, right there by the entrance, and when they all run out to find him in the woods, he should run back into the base and take those grenades from the desk. One-liners.
And one-liners.
No, he has one one-liner in this movie. It's the best one-liner in the history of action movies.
Where he says, fuck you?
Fuck you.
No, where he goes, "Arr."
That's his catchphrase.
That's his catchphrase. Well, he's gonna throw these rocks on him, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
This small pile of rocks in an area where there are no other rocks around. There's just a pile of rocks. Oh my god! Run to the left or right!
It's like Prometheus. Just run to one side and you'll be safe.
Could we take a moment to talk about how effective grenades are in this universe?
You mean not very?
Not very. That's a level of effectiveness.
They all fall on the ground exactly 1 foot away from the person they throw them at, and they make a little poof.
Yeah.
And the person is completely unharmed.
Friend or enemy?
I'm a friend.
You're a liar.
This is the best character in the movie.
Oh, yeah. Long shot.
Why'd you even bother asking me? There is a wonderful subplot involving his wife's dad, who decides to take matters into his own hands and go to the camp even though he doesn't know where it is or that it even exists.
The wife saw I think she read the license plate off.
I don't.
The father, and there was like a whole. Obviously, there had to be a whole section of detective work that the movie didn't show us.
Yeah, it's like just knowing the fact
license
that it was
plate.
a band.
Okay, I'll go to the woods.
Yeah.
What I love about that though is the father father confronts the old guy with a gun, and he gives this long, wonderful speech.
Oh my God.
Who am I? A little man who spent 27 years of his life as a cop trying to put big shots like you away. 27 years in the filth and the dirt of the street, and there ain't no music down there. You watch the people in the streets, killing, raping each other, pumping dope through their veins, while big men like you sit in the fancy penthouses.
Acting, everybody, acting.
And then after all that, and he talks about, I want to put
About
people like
putting
you in
people
jail.
behind bars, and then he just shoots him.
Today, the nobodies who made you rich are gonna win. Die, you son of a bitch.
Sunglasses guy takes the wife again. Bitch.
No! Oh, what? Are you fucking kidding me?
The whole movie has been building towards this, and he just shoots the wife dead. And then...
It does lead to my favorite scene in the film.
He didn't just beat him with his own arm. He beat him to death with his own arm.
Absolutely. The movie really should have ended right there.
It was, you know, fine if Colonel gets away. I don't care, because that happened.
Oh, you missed.
Our hero, his wife is dead. He catches up with the main bad guy, asks him to strip.
Your shirt. Take it off.
Oh, this is taking a weird direction.
Take off your shirt before I cut
You're gonna have to take my wife's place.
And then says, run.
Run! No!
What? Wait, no. No. Are you fucking kidding me?
Who is this Colonel? What's his name? Hogan! Colonel Hogan!
Wait, don't tell me.
Enough talk. Let's make out.
Oh, uh-oh. Live snake?
Live snake.
What? Snake.
You have one thing to do and you fucked it up.
You guys shut up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What? That was a snake.
The snake was amazing, okay?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
If it were in a Muppet movie, it would be amazing.
We had a snake delivered here for the Department of Health. Now that snake has been infected by deadly toxins from cancer-infested rats.
No! Come on! I love that he delivered that line like he was making it up as he went along. It's been infected by cancer-infected rats. No!
Which would make it highly uninfectious.
Right. That would make it dead.
Yeah. Well, you can't catch cancer.
They are delivering the honeymoon couple to some place, and when they're there, all of a sudden, oh shit, there's this tiny remote control helicopter that comes at them, and it has little packages in it, and those packages are full of, as they find out in the jacuzzi, diamonds.
Here you go, Donna. Let's see what's in here.
Well, they get in the jacuzzi, then they talk about the diamonds, then when they're done talking about the diamonds, they get right out of the jacuzzi.
Immediately.
They're done.
Let's go.
It's a great way to do exposition in a movie. Like, boobs, boobs, boobs. Here's the point of this scene. See ya, and then they just leave.
As noted, that's how they do it on Game of Thrones.
Okay, so this is getting very detailed into the plot.
It is.
It basically comes down to this: action and boobs.
Yep.
That's
and
pretty
snake.
much and snake.
Oh, that's wonderful.
What is this?
This movie is slowly redeeming itself.
The movie stars the two secret agent ladies, whatever they are played by Playboy models.
Yeah.
And the movie feels like a movie starring Playboy models.
Look, it's developing. I just shot Seth Romero in the face.
No, she's all torn up. Where's Joey? We've got to find him.
Would you say it had the best moment of the night?
Yes.
Well, I'm not sure what starts it, honestly. I really don't know. I know there's the two agents are coming to town, and the bad guys want to stop them.
Man, he must be smoking some heavy doobies.
What? That's what happens when you smoke heavy doobies.
What? Why?
You know why that's in the movie? Because they found a guy that could do it.
Yeah.
He goes down the street, gets into the car with his crime partner, says, it's them, So then there's an awkward car chase.
I think they're gone now.
Yep.
They're right next to you.
And then the skateboard guy ends up back on a skateboard.
Yes.
With a blow-up doll
Coming
and
back
a shotgun.
towards them.
Coming back towards them.
Look out, he's got a gun.
What? What? Why? I want someone to explain any of that to me.
Taryn, you wouldn't believe it. Rowdy fired 6 shots at the guy.
When they get in this van, all of a sudden they realize, oh my god! Hey, did we kill Seth? We didn't kill Seth?
Who got that bastard Seth?
We forgot! What? 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 They just forgot!
And she's like cleaning up her makeup and she's like, boy, that was a wacky weekend, whatever. And she's kind of, you know, in the house and Seth shows up there. But then she manages to kill the fuck out of him with like a spear gun, and she kills him like 5 times and he just won't stay down.
Die.
Have you ever seen that movie Halloween? That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh! It's like, stop hurting me. I have so many wounds. Please let him get up again.
But so she finally thinks she's got him, you know, killed completely, and goes into the bathroom and is just kind of like wiping blood off her face and whatever, and wiping blood off here.
Reflecting on the drama that her life has become.
Flush. Snake!
Do you think the snake was waiting for that, or was it just a coincidence?
So that fucking Seth barges in again, like, because he's still not dead, and he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill that snake!
The funny part about that is that he already got shot in the face earlier.
Yes.
The snake bites him on the other side of the face. That guy, poor Seth, cannot catch a break.
So the snake busts through, and then motorcycle goon,
Without knowing anything that's going on in the house, just decides he's going to drive through the wall.
Yeah. That would have been great if he drove through the wall and just ran her over. Oh, shit! Maybe I didn't think this through.
takes the rocket launcher, puts it up to his chin.
You know, if this movie ended like Deadly Prey, that's what would have happened. He would have been like, I fucking killed my new lady friend. I'm done with it. Put the rocket launcher in his fucking face.
Freeze frame credits.
A little bit of backstory before we get into this. This is a movie that was made in the mid-'80s. Written, directed, and starring a kung fu master and inspirational speaker.
I just get the job from Asian. Don't bother us.
There's a bunch of ninjas.
Yeah. See, that's...
It's very weird that the cover is so accurate already. We're in the first 10 seconds of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like they're buying diapers.
Not only do we have ninjas, they're competent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing ninja things.
They're actual ninjas.
Jeff, this is my friend John.
Well, Jeff, I heard a lot of good things about you. Where'd you find this son of a bitch?
He's a friend of mine from school.
A friend? What are you in here for, man? Waste
look,
my time?
bitch.
I thought I fired you. What?
You fired me one because of the goddamn dragon sound? That's bullshit. They came in here to play goddamn songs for kids. Now who you bullshit?
They play a lot better than you, man. Your
They play
music's
now the
for old
goddamn
people.
kiddie music.
Your music's for old
Hey,
people,
look,
buddy.
Is this improvised?
Yeah.
What the fuck just happened? What? Oh, he knows Kung Fu too! Everybody knows Kung Fu in this universe.
Yeah!
Well, that's the other thing is the one character, the director of the film, is a college student. Looks like he's 60.
Jack, I know what you mean. But until you get another job, you must continue to pray there.
All of them except for the girl look like they're 45 or older.
Yeah.
But they're all supposed to be in college and they all like wear t-shirts and backpacks and
Well,
it's like,
when they're wearing shirts, because otherwise they're just lounging shirtless around their communal house.
Hey guys, I'm taking a shower first.
Which is really a running theme tonight. Lots of shirtlessness.
A lot of shirtless dudes.
Well, and women.
Yeah.
Women. Everybody's not well in the Andy Sedaris movie. There's plenty. But there's lots of shirtless dudes in that too, because you know he wants to please everybody. They just start. Our heroes, the band members, just start killing people. Violently killing people.
not just killing everyone, they have like slow motion shots of them all going.
The best part is that they continue to do those shots after they've killed everyone.
Yeah.
They're still just.
So they're like reveling in murder.
I guess. I don't know what that was supposed to be.
And then the very end of the movie, after they have reveled in the blood of their enemies, is a little title card.